is lost in time. Can you help me find it? Said I'm just being honest. It's like I can't sit still up in my seat. I'm like a brand new person every week. A whole bunch of zombies like Call of Duty. How you tune in when the world is loony? How you shine when the times is gloomy, huh? You don't like being judged and sue me. Well, who you gonna be when the world gets fried? Listen to your friend, it's the voice inside. If you lose me, where the hell you gonna go? Take somebody's life, who the hell gonna know? You know where we been, face down in the mud, keep it real.
Everybody thinks that I'm just looking for the perfect woman, perfect person. I'm not. I just wanted somebody that cared for me and I could care for them. That's it. It ain't about,
Exactly.
and people mistake me. What I am on YouTube is totally different in real life. You know, on YouTube, I play a character. I roast people. I have fun. But the only part in real life I do on YouTube is the way my heart feels about kids and about how I feel about child predators. And I relate that back to my security experiences and the things I've done with detailed security with Trump Towers, the things I got to do with helping, with the Special Forces of Liberty, anti-human trafficking, stuff like that. And I do bring a little bit of that to YouTube. I used to bring a lot of it to YouTube because that was my main persona. Here, now you don't see me, you don't hear me saying, oh, I'm rescuing this kid, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. And I'm not going to doing these things like I used to do. I'm going to get back to it, yes, but I've got things I've got to handle and take care of. One of the things now.
So let's be honest. Let's be honest with the viewers. How disappointed were you in Carolyn when she took you out? Because that's pretty fucking.
I was very disappointed. It was a lot of money, Mark. Here's the thing. I was waiting on my money to turn over onto a card, right? The whole time. I owed you $125. And I was like, that's the biggest thing on my mind, waiting to do that. And then I thought, like, when that happened, like, it was $175 right out of it. Bam, right off of it. And it just had hit the car. If it had hit, I would have been dead. I would have literally been dead. I wouldn't have got out of there. I think if it hadn't been for New Hampshire and that police department there, I'd be dead, dude. They put me in a vehicle, literally, and took me down to the station. I sat in the vehicle forever. And they ran me, Mark. They ran me like nothing came back. And that's when I knew. I was like, you know what? I know what's going on now. And I talked to my other.
You're a scumbag, Carolyn. You're a fucking piece of shit.
But do I still that she messaged me and still, do I say hello to her and everything? Yeah, but will I ever have those feelings?
No,
will I ever be like, hey, put faith and trust in someone that does me that way? No, I won't. I can't. Because I have to chalk that up, man. I have to chalk that shit up, bro.
Yeah, and I don't live life like that, bro.
No, I don't want to be able to. If I with somebody, I want to be able to say, hey, babe, let's go do this. Let's go have some fun here. Let's go do that. And I don't want to, as soon as I turn my back, man, be like playing against me and shit, right? I don't want that. Because if I have to take time out of that, then there's other things I got to take time out of, and it just don't work like that.
And if you're being honest, her drinking and the drugging, you didn't like that either. Let's be honest.
Okay, so you have to understand with the drinking and stuff. I don't care if a woman drinks and does stuff, whatever they want to do, but they have to understand the way I feel about it, because during that time that I was accused of rape and all that, they lied, yeah. But the whole big deal was that I'd alcohol them, right? That I gave them too much alcohol. I don't give nobody alcohol. I don't fool and associate. I don't associate with drugs. I don't associate with alcohol, stuff like that.
There you go, Carolyn.
I made a deal to myself and a vow to myself. I'm not getting with no woman that stays drunk anymore. I'm not. No, not doing that.
No,
and that's where I'm at with it.
Carolyn or any other woman that stays drunk all the time. You can't live with the drunks. Carolyn.
No, it's just, here's the thing. There's just a big bunch of problems with it. And it's not me. It's not me. Mark, let's take this here. I'm working with this Pentecostal church right now, okay? And I get to do these seminars on Zoom. I had 30 new members the first night trying to get in. And I said, no, because you missed the first part. You missed the first part of it. I want you to get it. So next week or week after next, when I start the session over again, I'm going to go back over to the introductory, and I'm going to have twice as many members and twice as many people in there. And those 30 members, yes, it's like a membership thing that I've got on Zoom thing with churches. But you have to understand, I'm making anywhere between $25 to $32 per person off those 32, not counting the tips that I'm making from the church giving me tips. Just to teach. And then I'm going to be like Okay, so some of the newspapers in Georgia, the local news and stuff that's around them churches are going to do an interview with me, which right now I'm waiting till it gets going, really like fully going. That way, these trolls, I know when they start mentioning it, they start telling it out. All it's going to do is destroy my stuff. Because right now I love it. I'm doing good with it. You know, hell, 30. Just say if we just drop down to 20 and have 30 members, that's $600, bro.
There you go.
That's $600. But I've got 180 right now. I've got 180.
The two, she's always coming around saying something negative, no positivity. What's her problem?
Well, here's the thing. I can't say much about Carolyn because I don't know her that good. I've only met her a few times. Remember that? And
Right.
the whole deal of me coming up there was get to know her better, right?
Yeah.
So me going there the whole deal was just me to get to know her. And of course, 3 or 4 days or whatever the hell it was is what I asked. And that's the first part.
She got drunk. Be honest about it. She got fucking drunk and started seeing shadow people and freaking out.
Either way, I mean, I'm not going to, just dog her out because she did. I got to see who she is. And it's just not for me. It might be for somebody else, but it's not for me. Okay. That's just all I can say about it.
Yeah, but she didn't have to do like she did and throw you out. That wasn't right.
Well, let me tell you about this, Mark, that people don't know.
You should have went to jail, Carolyn.
You know the girl that was up there in like damn it. Actually down there. Sorry about that. Down in the right.
I can't remember her name. Was it Stephanie?
No, not that. No, that was a different one. The one that was here. Well, she's about 35 minutes from here now. I guess that's what she was. 35 minutes in Minneapolis on Nicollet Avenue. That girl I started talking to and I was on live with.
Yeah.
When I went through the middle of that road and stuff.
Yeah. Pretty girl.
Guess who I hung out with that night? I went back and found her.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Beautiful woman. Yeah.
She's very beautiful, but she's naive as fuck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's naive as hell.
It's always something, man.
But she made one hell of a cuddle bunny. I'll say that.
Oh, wow. Cuddle bunny. Don't kiss
it was pretty cool. I mean, I didn't have sex with her, but I did. She did lay on my arm, and I did cuddle up with her and stuff.
Oh, my God.
I rubbed her butt and went to sleep like that.
Okay. What about this Kevin? Where's he been at? X Factor 444, X Factor Forever.
Well, I think he went live or he done a little video or something about me being gone or something. He said, "See me tomorrow." Or something. Here's the thing: I am going to take a break, but right now, and it's going to be probably the next day or so. I'm taking a big break. But I had to show these people how thick this snow is, and you see me going all the way up my knees. The snow is just how deep it is, and they're here riding in this stuff, man. It's like protest, bam, 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 and it's so icy, like it's ridiculous, crazy.
And he showed y'all. He made a fool out of every one of y'all doubters.
Oh yeah, when I went up there, everybody's like, "Oh, he ain't there." But Mark, I was there the whole time. I was there the whole time.
I knew you was. I knew it. I was like, Ernie's going to deliver on this too. You fucking motherfuckers.
I was talking to Brad Enlow, and I told him. I said, "We talking about the Buff show and stuff before it happened." And he said, "I know you." He said, "I know you're up there." I said, "I'm here right now, Brad." He said, "Man, you just need to." I said, "If I do that, I'll lose all that hate explosion." And I want it to happen in their face, right on the money, and just walk out there to it. And there'll be 50,000 people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. Walk right out there in it. And there's Antifa, and I'm sitting there doing an interview with Antifa, right?
Yeah, but it was sorry that Nicolina, not to change the subject, how to stop.
She put me on every single
She tried to get you hurt, dog. She tried to go in your real life and get you hurt with a fucking Antifa weirdo,
dude. Pictures off Facebook and other things. She put on the Discord of Antifa, yes. They were.
She should go to jail. She should go to jail. It's a hate group, bro.
And did you hear the guy when he was up there on them cans and he said, "Any undercover one of you ICE agents or anybody that support ICE undercover in normal civilian clothing right now, if we find you, we will kill you." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I knew that's why that guy was looking at me. That's why the guy in the restaurant come up and asked me about my channel and everything. All these
realist.
He was like, "What'd you say it was?" And he was repeating it. He had a transmitter thing in his ear. I knew he did.
I believe they're all government.
Those were organizers. No, those organizers.
But I believe the federal government was up in there. What they call that?
Of course they were, but the Antifa people and everything.
He busted that one news truck. Don't you remember that truck was trying to hide? It was a fucking newsman.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he's like, no. But anyways, they don't want to know. But you got the equipment on top of your vehicle. So here's the thing. Check this out. What was really crazy about it is, they're doing them transmissions and stuff. And Nicolina had put me on every single fucking, literally. That's why I told the guy, he said, "What's the name of your channel?" And I was like, first off, how would he know I'm on YouTube, right? Because the camera's pointing toward him. He wasn't behind me at no time like that until
There
I
you
turned
go.
around and then I showed. And he was like, what is the name of it? I don't see it. How you make it go up here? I said, oh, no. I said, just got a piece of paper. Yeah. I said, it's called the laughing hyena.
You gone.
And he said, oh, the what? And he said it again so they could hear it. So, yeah, I was smart with it. I was using tactics and evasions and shit like that. But, yeah.
See, this technique comes from the training. You ain't got any training. Again. You're a scumbag. All you do is just restream Ernie because you ain't got no content. You're a weirdo. Okay? When the channel comes up gone, don't cry about it. Okay? Weirdo. Yeah. Thank you. And don't be trying to, you can't stream and steal what ain't there. So you get to take a little break, go on vacation, bitch.
Hey, Mark, hey, let me bow out here. David's up here. Actually, I'll mute out or something. If it kicks me, I'll try to come back here in a minute, okay?
Okay, man. Don't worry about it. We got Ernie Shell. He got booted.